There we go. That looks much better. Yep, gates all aligned. We're at a United gate, but never mind that. Oh, there's someone walking inside the terminal. Wow. I have not seen, I don't recall ever seeing someone walk inside the terminal before. Right there, there's someone walking. Huh. That's kind of cool. So again, this is the 737 MAX. And we should go inside. It does look better. The scenery does look amazing. Yeah. Maybe after we land, we'll take a little bit closer look at the new Nimbus. I think it's version 3.3. But without further delay, let's go inside. Now, as you can immediately see, you've got glass, glass, glass. And I think that the reflections here, it's also a work in progress. But those are some big screens. Those are some big screens. Now, the overhead, it just has a little bit different feel to it. Can't put my finger on it. There's some, I got to program up some views. Oh yeah, 737 MAX, FMC. All right, I'm gonna get my views going here. Yeah, Chi-Town. Yeah, this is the MAX. There's the MCP view. So there's the captain side. There's the MCP. I need to do a throttle quadrant view. So we'll come over here. And we'll do throttle quadrant view. We'll go down. Here we go. Cycle captain view. Throttle view. Yeah, this is going to be a part of the Ultimate lineup. Freeware, amazing freeware, and the Ultimate team is just doing amazing work. There's my FMC. Yeah, take my money. Yeah. Excuse me. All right, now I'm going to do a tablet view. Control 0. All right, now I need a light view. So I'll come down here. A light and lower overhead view. And now I need a pedestal view. Oh, this is an amazing aircraft. Okay, we'll zoom in on that. There's a pedestal view. All right, so ground services will connect the GPU. We'll then come up here and we'll turn the battery on. Standby power to auto. Ground power to on. Sorry if I'm going around. We'll start the IRS alignment immediately. And we'll come down here. Corrupted nav data. There is a fix for that. Reference airport, KORD. And let's do set IRS position, GPS left. Route, KORD to KORD. Southwest 572. Perfinite. We'll just do a little tiny block fuel. Fuel weight and balance, and we'll just load up 12,000 pounds. Oops, sorry, just 12. There's 12. There is an APU EGT gauge. It's a. Did you report that? We need to report that. Oh, that's awesome looking. Okay. Let's go here. Let's quickly do a reserves 5, cost index 25, altitude. We're just going to go up to 12,000 max. Won't worry about the winds at this moment. Outside air temperature plus 14, no D rate, flaps 5. CG 24%, trim 4.24, V1120, VR121, V2134. Quick and dirty. And let's go. The wind looks like 2-2. We'll taxi out to 2-2 right. I wonder if they'd really do 2-2 right. We got a subscribe.
We got a subscribe.
I'm going to go 27 left. 27 left. Route, activate, execute. Thank you, Dudsy, with the subscribe. Do appreciate that.
We got a subscribe.
I'm going to report that back with regard to the APU. Now, Prozac, could that be specific to the Southwest and a few other airlines? Delta, American. Who else flies the MAX? Who does fly the MAX? All right, let's do. We're not going to do. We'll just do the. We're going to do the ILS first. ILS 27, right? Alaska. Yeah. I'm assuming the MAX across the board doesn't have the APU, but. All right, unable required nav perf. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go via Vogler. That's fine. Legs page. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Okay. All right, just quickly run through here. Turn on the aft fuel pump. So you would you watch the APU EGT on the display itself? That's interesting. That's awesome. Air Canada has the MAX? Okay. All right. Yaw damper. Let's go ahead and just turn on those fuel pumps. Let's get the window heat going. Trim air on. Recirc. Auto packs on. Isolation valve. There. APU bleed coming on. Flight altitude. Now the pressure panel does look a little bit different as far as the digits go. Just load that up to 12,000. Landing altitude 100. Nowhere to see the APU EGT now. Just have to watch the warning lights. Ah, okay. So they don't show you an RPM or a. Wow, interesting. Which AI traffic do I use? I use. Like right now, I'm using live traffic, so we're actually going to have real world traffic here at Chicago, which is kind of amazing. All right, APU coming on. The lighting of the APU lights looks a little bit different. That's interesting. All right, that's that. Turn off the hydraulics there for the A side. I'm going to turn on my flight directors. I'm going to bug up just a V speed here. 151. We'll do heading 270. And we'll put in an altitude of 12,000. Hit the clock button. Want to see if it's modeled correctly. Send him a video. I don't think I have had an update since you sent him the video. But where is the clock? Anyway, I don't even know. Let's see here. Settings, visuals, Off. 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 It does look great, right, Amber Roa? Yeah. Hilo, it's not available yet. How you doing? Welcome. Did I miss anything else? Alright, we are doing alignment still. Oops. I'm going to do an overhead view here. And then I'm going to switch this to HDG. It looks like one more minute. Alright, let's set a squawk code. 4333. And we'll come down here. Oh, it does. For some reason, it does say enter IRS position. Oh, we're aligned now. There we go. We are aligned. Yeehaw! Yep, this is for X-plane. Yep. Okay. Come down here. Yeah, we're good there. Oh, RTO is now down here. Check that out. So I'm so used to rejected takeoff on the auto brake being up here, but it is now down here. So RTO. And let's do pushback. So we'll do anti-collision light on. And whoa. Yeah, sure, Prozac. Yeah. Let me bring up Discord. Hold on. Go into the voice lobby on Discord. Or I may call you direct, actually. Yeah, go into the John Fly voice lobby. Yeah, I'll look for you there. Okay. While that is happening, okay, we'll do fasten seatbelt signs, arm the emergency exit door. Won't do the probe heat yet. In fact, I'm curious if there are in the Max if there are even no smoking. Is there a no smoking switch? Maybe, I don't know. All right, let's push back. Does this come with F-mod sounds?
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
It's same. It's like the Ultimate, right? So let's see. So let's go back there.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right, 1 second. Oh, my microphone's off. Test, test. 1, 2. Can you hear me? Is your microphone working? Oh, here we go. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Must not be working. That's weird. Tell you what, Prozac, if you're listening to the stream, For some reason in Discord, it kept disconnecting you. I don't know what's going on there, but if you can, just grab a piece of paper if you don't mind jotting down a few notes that we can get put in a formal report to the beta team. That would be excellent. Because there's going to be a list of 10 or 12 things that you could definitely have them incorporate in the next beta version. That would be awesome. I didn't realize they didn't have an APU EGT. They may already be aware of that, but it's something that maybe
So connected and bypass pin inserted.
is coming down the road. I don't know.
Brake.
All right, I'm going to release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
This is Nimbus. This is the brand new version. We better follow the same runways that they're doing. This is the version 3.3 of Nimbus, and already I can tell that there's a lot of detail that's been added. And like I said, I saw someone in the terminal walking. I thought that was pretty cool. But there is the 737 MAX. Yeah, AudioBird is involved in this product, yes. In this project, for lack of a better word. Yeah, AudioBird's involved. Very smart individuals at the helm of these projects. And there's heavy Zebo collaboration. It's great. You got DJ Dragon. You've got you guys. There's a couple of other team members, some painters. We got, MB Liveries, J Aviation, and more. I love those engines. That's cool. I'm purposely delaying engine start, but
Operation complete. Set. Parking
yeah, I
brake.
can try Discord again. Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Give me a second. All right, let's go packs off. AP bleed is on. Let's try to start number 2. And as you can see on the display, we have N2 rising right there. And I think with the MAX we can.
Is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the
think
left.
we can introduce fuel anytime.
Have a safe flight.
Is that right? Like I can select the fuel or to go to idle at any time. Yeah. I accidentally went up and down, but. Okay, there's startup. Yep, startup of number 1. I can turn up these sounds a little bit for you. Sounds pretty good. Alright, let's start number 1. It hasn't switched back to auto though. Huh, I think it will eventually. You have to wait till it's done motoring. It takes a couple of minutes. EGT gauge will say motoring in white. You have to wait for that to go away before you raise the start lever. Okay. The motoring may not be modeled. I like how the flaps are here digitally. We got fuel there, oil temps, quantities, vibration. That's pretty cool. DS Joel, I actually hope that we can minimize that. Have the ability to turn off the glare. Actually, I thought it would maybe be in the tablet under the visual effects, and maybe it's coming in the next beta version. Because yeah, it'd be kind of cool to maybe even lessen it a little bit, but you know. I agree with you. Yeah, I'd like to have it lessened. All right, let's turn on the engine generators, and let's also turn on the probe heat, and we'll turn on the hydraulics. Put the packs to auto, isolation valve to auto. APU bleed can come off. And APU itself can come off. We don't have to cycle the gens. Thought there'd be some lights there, but we can check TR volt amps and volts. Well, there's Gen 1. There's Gen 2. Star Lugo, how are you? Airbus A330 Neo, how are you doing? Does it have a vertical profile for flight plans? What do you mean, 404? Okay, so I'm also gonna mess around with the night lighting. All right, let's do taxi light on, and we'll switch this to continuous. Yeah, all that looks good. Flaps 5. Let's see where they're landing in the virtual world here. Bring down the volumes just a little bit here. I think they're landing. Yeah, they're landing there, so I'm gonna have to do a turnaround here. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it right up here. You like the fuel cutoff switches? Yeah. Stab trim. Alright, so again, I've got live traffic. So in the real world, the planes that are landing and taking off from Chicago O'Hare are injected into my sim here. And again, we'll do a closer look here at Nimbus version 3.3. But I can tell you right now, the ground marking. Oh, you know what? I think I need to turn on my yaw access here. The ground marking looks amazing. So let's go hardware config, nose wheel access to yaw. Couple other things. Yeah, that looks good. Next page. We'll sync the QNH. And yeah, that was the real time. Tire. I don't necessarily want the tire blown advanced. I play around with that. That's fine. Alright, let's turn around. You got Discord working? Okay. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Test 1, 2. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, there you are. There you go. How you doing, Prozac?
Good, good.
I gotta
Hey,
adjust the volumes. Hold on. Let's see here. Go ahead and speak. Let's see if the volumes are doing.
Okay. A couple things I can show you here if you're interested.
Yeah, just bear in mind this is a like beta 1 or 2, and it's very early. So whatever we're making note of, if we could jot it down, because I'm not going to be able to jot it down, because I'd love to give the feedback to the team what you find. But keep in mind this is early WIP work in progress. That's very fascinating about the EGT gauge, by the way.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because you look up there and it's like, oh crap, you look for it and it's not there. Because I always look for the temperature to come back to 400 degrees. I know that the generator is about to come online. Now I can't tell. I got to sit and wait.
Yeah, it's probably just a matter of them taking the time to fill in just a blank texture there, whereas X-Plane probably still needs to have the system in behind the scenes, and so it's just a matter of putting a blank. Is something else in its place, or is it? I guess we can just Google it, huh?
It's just a blank pad. I got a picture of it. I'll send to you.
Okay, cool.
Look to where you put your hand. Open the swing window.
The swing window. What do you mean?
Where you open the side window. Do you know where the handle is to open the side window?
Yeah, I think it's behind my tablet here.
It's actually just forward of your tablet. Just to the right of that, you'll see the clock switch.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. I think since you submitted the video, they haven't made an update to the beta, but if I click that, there's now a clock here going right there.
Yeah, so if you click that, see if it works. The clock just popped up.
Perfect.
If you click it one more time, it'll stop. You click it a third time, it'll go away. And just to the right of the clock switch, you'll see there's a mic switch. You can also transmit now from that button.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Luca, this is the max. It's in beta. Okay, my reflections have gone down now, so that's good. So they did take your input. Did you just put a bunch of zeros in the chat?
Yeah, I got to rekey my broadcast. Right now, I've got the 0 as my. I got to rekey.
Okay. What sort of range would this baby have when it goes live? Looks tasty. Probably could do ETOPS in this, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can do ETOPS in the 800 also.
ETOPS in the 800 or the max, yeah.
By the way, guys, the 800 and the max, they're very similar in how they handle. Couple things that are different, though. This plane sits 18 inches higher off the ground than the 700.
18 inches higher off the ground.
Yeah, so if I'm doing my walk around and I notice that the where they plug in the ground power, there's a couple switches in there that need to be. Sometimes the ground guys throw them on, so you got to turn back to normal, and it's very difficult to reach. You got to get a.
Yes, this is the Zebo and Ultimate and Max and Beta. Yeah, it will be free. Yep. Now, normally on the Southwest Max, is there one dome or two on the SATCOMs? I think there's two, isn't there? Or is it one? We need oh, Chi-Town says we need a ladder to connect the GPU to the Max. Ah, I'm going to hold short here. So they use a ladder to get up to connect the ground power unit. Ah, interesting. He's ground crew right there. We can turn off. Let's see. Let's do strobe and steady. Taxi lights off. Engines continuous. Engine ignition to both.
All right, let's see if this works now. What's a good key binding to use to talk that doesn't affect anything else?
Z. Maybe? I don't know. I use Z for my plane command, but... Alright, I'm going to also toggle my auto throttle. And, yeah. Let's also do TARA.
Something else you can do, John, if you don't like the instrument display on your side, there's a button down just to the right of where you now set the auto brakes. You can send that over to the FO side if you want.
So you got a selector here. I wonder if that's
Yeah, if you can zoom in on that view, if you can zoom in on that.
There's a selector left, center, and right.
Is that that's not it.
Oh, that's not it.
It's to the right of it. It's.
Oh, to the right. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
It's way to the right. You need to slide right more.
So we got engines.
See the arrow just above the selector? Hit that.
Oh, okay. I see the arrow. Yep. Here we go.
No, not that one. It's the arrow beneath it.
No, you're on delay. Stand by. You gotta wait for it, because I did it. So if I switch, I can go back and forth. That's pretty cool.
So if you got an FO that's a pain in the butt, you could screw around with them just by keep taking this display from them. Something else that's cool is there's a vertical situation display that somebody was talking about in the chat. So if you look in your EFIS selector, there's a VSD, that's a vertical situation display. Hit that button and watch what it does.
Okay, so on my EFIS, it's got... Oh, wait, the selector. Which one? You're talking about up here, right? Up here at the top. I'm not sure which one you're referring to. Press CTR twice. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay. So that's showing... Alright, so that's cycling between... That's kind of cool. Oh, it's actually showing... It's showing the TCAS traffic. Oh, baby. Look at the flap can indicator. It's not all the way to 5. I think you're right. Yep. I think you're right. I need to make a note of that. Unless we're not at flaps 5. Let's try it. Yep, it's just slightly off, so I can... They probably know about that, but I will go ahead and tell them that anyway. Thank you. Well done. I gotta make these notes. Dang it. Can someone start making notes?
I'm taking notes, John.
Okay, did you see the flap indicator problem there?
No, I didn't, but it looks like it doesn't. It goes a little bit beyond 5.
Yeah, so it's not right on 5. It's below 5, and then when I go to 10, it's actually below 10. So yeah.
Yeah, something else this is missing is beneath your 3 fuel gauges, there's a totalizer, which will give you a digital readout what your total fuel is also. He doesn't have it on this, but that's a really nice feature.
I think we're gonna get this into your simulation, Prozac, and it'll be awesome to have you just kind of take a look at everything, because I know it's early days, right? And you fly these in the real world, so we got to get this into your sim. And we also have to do the shared cockpit, I know, in the 800. I'm excited about that, actually. Timing didn't work out yesterday, did it?
A couple other big things about the Max. The engine start, we talked about. The motoring takes a long time. It takes a really long time. So it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to get these engines started. The other thing is you have to let these engines warm up for 3 minutes before you set takeoff power.
Wow. I wonder if we can take off before that guy arrives. I think we can.
So if you do a single engine taxi in the max, one of the hard things to try to figure is, remember, your engine takes a long time to start. You need to also let it warm up for 3 minutes. So sometimes that's a challenge, is trying to figure out, okay, when do I start my second engine?
Yeah.
Or, I'm not jamming the people behind me because it's taking longer than we thought and creating a traffic jam.
So would you do it maybe in the middle of the taxi, depending on your taxi length, I guess, huh?
It depends where it is. Usually when I'm in the max, I crank both engines just because
time of
it
you
just
never know.
takes too long to start.
Yeah. All right. Let's just verify we got everything here. I think we're ready to go. Let's try this. Here we go. It's a vector departure. Oh wait, you guys want some sound. They may not be able to hear you for a moment, Prozac, during this takeoff. Here we go. Sounds up. Here we go. 3 to 5 minutes of motoring. Yes, J-Snap. Yeah. Toga.
The max is really, really quiet. That is one of the nice things up front.
V1 rotate. Positive rate.
Also, the max just kind of lifts off on its own. It's hard to explain. When you rotate on an 800 or a 700, the plane, it stays on the ground for a second, then you feel it.
They can't hear you right now. Hold on. I gotta do another one of those. Hold on.
Let's make this really sporty, John. Let's take this over to Midway.
Okay. Let me turn on my noise-canceling headphones. Sorry, they didn't hear anything that you said there. I'm going to go ahead and just engage Command A here. I'm also going to clean up some flaps, which I should have done instead of being cinematography-like. Let's go vertical speed, 2600. Got some trim sounds. What heading should I be going to Midway? Let's see. Should I go south for a bit? Yeah, I'll do heading select, go south for a little bit. I know, Command A, I know. It's a bad habit, right? Former Air Trans guy. Just autopilot on. Alright, let's look at procedures. I'll put in Midway. KMDW. Any particular approach at Midway?
Yeah, the RNAV Zulu to 22 left is a fun one.
RNAV Zulu 22 left. GPS then, not RMP. GPS then.
You want to do the RMP. The RMP is more
fun.
Okay,
RMP's Yankee then. Apparently.
Okay. There's actually two of them. There's a Yankee and a Zulu.
And we're going to go via Stare. If that's how you pronounce it, Stare. All right, so I got to program that into my FMC. So departures, arrivals. Route. Hopefully this will take a destination change. KMDW. Execute. Unable. That's fine. Cruise. Okay. RNAV. RMP Yankee. Runway 22 left. Okay, so there's 22 left Yankee. Yep, right there. Via Stare. Uh-oh, we got traffic. TCAS. Okay, that's good. I can turn up. That was interesting. All right.
AFK for a minute.
Roger. All right, legs page. Next. I'm going to take Stare up to the top here, but we won't execute it yet. Oh yeah, disarm auto brake.
$1,000 to go.
Auto brake off. Also, we can probably go auto Bad audio. Okay, we're going to stop at 12,000.
If you are not an Advantage member, you can sign up at aa.com/join to earn miles for today's flight and continue earning miles with our retail and travel partners.
I think any engine start fixes, K-Buff, yeah, well, that's kind of the beta team can get back to them and give them suggestions on changes. That's why it's valuable to have people like Prozac kind of give us an inside, track to some of this real world stuff with regard to that plane. The overhead panel looks a little bit different, and we did establish already that the Max apparently does not have an AGT gauge, so it's probably maybe in future betas if they want to take that out. That would be more realistic to the real world Max. With that being said, I don't mind having it there either. But then again, some people want it to be as exact as possible. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Chi-Town. Yeah, we got to sync the audio files. That's probably on me though, because I think you can change the which airline you use here in the audio config. I think. I thought I saw it somewhere where you can actually change. There's PM volume, passenger volume. Yeah, that'll be fixed in time. AA hijacked, yeah. Okay, we're leveled off almost here at 12. Well, yeah, we're level off at 12,000. Love those engines.
All right, I'm back up.
Roger. All right, so we're at 12,000. We are south of the field, and so I'm going to go to the RMP Yankee runway 22 left Zulu via stair. So I'm just.
Do you have the X-ray by any chance?
I've already just programmed in the Yankee.
Because the X-ray is designed to come in from this direction, and it just loops you around.
Yeah, no, I'll just go direct stair. But what I'm trying to figure out is what altitude should I be at stair when I need to be at. Okay, yeah, I need to be at cells at hard deck 3,000, and the distance between stair and is like 5 miles. So I need to basically get down to 3,000.
Chicago usually keeps you at 4. 3, you're below the class. You're below the class B, so they usually keep you at 4 up in the class B.
All right, I'm going to go to 4, and I'm going to do vertical speed.
Yeah, 3,600 feet to the floor of the class B out just south of
Midway. If you were 20, well, if you were just right in the airport area, if you're like within 20 miles or whatever, let's say you're at 12,000 feet cruising, right? And ATC just said descend and maintain 4,000. What vertical speed would you set? Or how much vertical speed would you be using? Would you go into vertical speed mode? Prozac? I do need to get my red shirt on, actually. Are you there, sir? Ooh, we have a problem with the ortho too.
Miles at 20,000 feet. I'm really high as it is.
Okay, did you hear the question? Hello? Can you hear me?
No, I did not hear it.
Oh. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you great.
Okay. So ATC, I'm at 12,000. Chicago just they said descend and maintain 4,000. How quickly are you going down to 4,000 from 12,000? About 20 miles out from the, in the general vicinity.
At 20 miles out, I want to be at about 5,000 feet, so I'm high.
But let's just say you've been vectored around because there's been an accident and you're in a hover or whatever. How quickly do you use your vertical speed to get from 12 to 4?
I don't use vert speed.
Okay, what would you do? You would just
do level change.
You just do level change?
Idle power, and I'm going to get about 1,500 to 1,800 feet per minute.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So I'm going to go down at 1,800 feet right now. I'm going to test level change. Well, let's do it right now. Once I get to, okay, yep, I'm descending at 1,800 right now. If I do level change, let's keep our eye on the vertical speed here. So here goes level change. And the vertical speed is actually decreasing. So that may not be ideal. I wonder if it's going to level off and then recalculate. That's not good. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it does go to a level off. Now it's coming back down. And so when you say you're going idle, you're not on auto throttle then at this juncture, typically.
No, I am an auto throttle. When you go level change, the auto throttle should go, it should say retard,
Okay.
and then they should come back to idle on their own.
Okay, cool. Well, I've got a speed set of 230. That's fine for now.
John, it's rare for me to use vert speed. That's just me, especially uphill. I don't use it going uphill at all because you can get in trouble. Coming downhill is the only time I will do it, and the only time I might do it is if I got a quick descent, like the plane's really light, and so as soon as I go level change, it drops really quick, and it's uncomfortable for the passengers. I might use vert speed to get it to start coming downhill slowly, and then hit level change. It's a lot smoother. That's about the only time I use vert speed.
Okay. Well, Simism, when I'm doing level change, it's going down at 950 feet per minute. So if I wanted to go beyond that, it looks like I'm going to need to go into vertical speed mode in the sim. So I'm going to go ahead and change it to vertical speed. But I respect that the more hand flying that you're doing, not relying as much on. I like that.
A lot of this stuff is personal preference too.
Yeah.
But I rarely see guys use vert speed, especially in a climb. You can, like I said, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble climbing in vert speed.
Yeah, I like the level change, and I also like the, hopefully a proper VNAV climb. All right, I'm going to go direct stare, so I'm going to engage the LNAV, and I will take the VNAV out still, so I'll still do vertical speed, and we'll go down at 1800, and I'm going to execute stare. Boom. All right, so there's
Sync house is calling. I gotta leave.
Roger.
I'll be back.
Yep. All right, for some... Oh, off a heading select. There we go. Now VNAV. Or sorry, LNAV. Let's go direct stare again. See what happens. No, it doesn't like that. Invalid entry. That one. Let me get on an intercept heading. So let's go heading 090, heading select. Wrong legs page. Oh. There you go. Thank you. Stare up to the top, execute. Now go LNAV. There we go. Thank you. Does FSC support the big tube liners for purchase? No, you can't. You can't purchase the A320 or the 73. I think you could purchase, correct me if I'm wrong, but can you purchase the Q400? I think you can. And you can purchase the CRJ 200 and the 700, I believe. All right, I'm going to level off. Well, yeah, we can level off at 4,000. That's fine. Ashman, I just know it's the ultimate team, so there's probably at least half a dozen guys that are working on it, I believe. I don't know specifically who, if there's... why not the 737? I'm with you. I would love to own a 737 and FS Economy, and I would love for FS Economy to allow me to fly a jet like the 737 or the A320 for a group. And right now you can't do that for a group. But yeah. All right, let's do the approach. So we're gonna we'll do flaps 30. 131. All right. They would need to change the whole job generation. And I don't think necessarily that like the tube jobs should pay a lot more than the GA jobs, but yeah. Ideally it would be nice to have. I mean, can you imagine the price though? How much would a 737 cost in the game? what a glorious free aspect of the hobby that we have in FS Economy, and I for one am super grateful for all of those volunteers. Holy cow, completely free, and we love it. I do anyway. I am going to get the new RealSim Gear G1000. Yep, that's coming. Also the 750. And we're actually going to give away a 750 hardware panel from RealSim Gear on the channel as well. Going to have to redo my ortho because that is default down there. Definitely is default. I'm also going to go flaps 1. Kind of get that horizon down. I have received no hint on ETA. Yeah, no hint whatsoever.
All right, I'm back.
Roger.
Right. So this is a fun approach too, because this is going to bring you in right over downtown, brings you in right over Soldier Field.
Oh, cool. So, all right. So yeah, I see just between Sells and Kiel, it's right over the shoreline. Yeah, nice.
And for those of us, you can also shed a tear like I always do when you fly over what used to be Meigs Field.
Yeah. There's a governor candidate that says he wants to reopen it. He's running for mayor.
Something else too, John. You'll notice the speeds when you look at your legs page for these RNAV approaches.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you got the plane configured to be at those speeds over that fix. That's kind of a way to tell. A lot of these RNAV approaches in real life, they bring you in a lot steeper than you normally would, so energy management's really important. Some guys they'll use the fix page, and they'll draw a 6-mile ring on their nav display around the final approach fix. They'll use that for when it's time to slow down. When I was in Captain Upgrade, the instructor said, hey, you can do that, but he goes, as long as you make these speeds here and slow down so you're at that speed by the time you're there, he goes, you'll be fine on energy management.
Flyboy says hello. The one thing I didn't do, well, the flight attendant just came up and opened the door, but she forgot to close it. Is it? You'd think it's modeled. I can't find the click spot. Yeah, can't find the click spot right now. Bring up some, oops. Also bring up some, a little bit of lighting here.
Yeah, I lost your video there, John.
Did you?
Yeah, it's got the spinning wheel of death.
Go to a lower resolution. You can choose it by clicking on the settings somewhere.
Yeah, let me check here.
Video okay for you guys in chat? Video's okay. Thank you.
All right, it's me then.
Let's see. We got landing gear extend
All right.
270. Wow. Retraction 235. Wow.
Yeah, those speeds there are the same as the 800 and the 700. What is
Window
different,
weight,
though, is this
flaps
has the
5.
same 800 flap speeds.
There's flaps 2.
Something else that's different for the Max, because you're 18 inches higher, your landing picture is different. So what happens is when you get low to the ground, the radar altimeter senses how low you are. Your ground spoilers just deploy a little earlier, and it gives you a landing attitude picture that's a little closer to what you're used to.
Ah.
1,000 to go.
All right, stupid question. Where the heck is my video settings? I see chat settings. I don't see video
Are
settings.
you doing it on a PC or iPad or?
I'm on a PC today.
So there should be a wheel at the bottom.
Yeah, I see a wheel, but this is all chat settings.
Go over to the video, not into the chat room. At the
That's what
bottom.
I'm trying to find.
I'll bring mine up. So yeah, there's a wheel in the video window itself. There are 3 or 4
I see it.
icons.
I see it.
And then the settings quality, you can change it to whatever video quality you want. All right, we are coming up to Stair. 11 miles from Stair. And according to this, I need to be at 240 knots and 3,000 feet. So,
ATC usually slows you to 210 right about here. You're rarely going that fast.
okay, 210.
Yeah, they usually 90% of the time Chicago's gonna slow you down to 210 out here.
And at 210, would you go flaps 5?
No.
You just keep it at flaps 1 or 0?
If I can keep the flaps up, I'm gonna keep the flaps up. Once I start coming downhill is when I go flaps 5.
Okay.
One other thing about the Max, John, you may notice is on your steering yoke on the 700 800, there's a little scroll wheel where you can put your call sign.
Mm-hmm.
That's not on this plane.
So people forget their call signs.
So there's another change to make. See, it's got the scroll wheel. The Max doesn't have it.
Yeah.
And where your call sign is, it's actually up by where your clock is.
Can you make a note of that?
Yeah, I got it written down.
Sweet. Do you want this in your sim, by the way? Why not, right?
I'm not a big simmer, though, John.
I know, it's about reporting real-world details to the beta team. It's not about you, man.
Oh, I bought a fake mustache, so I can go fly Nico's sim now.
There you go. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, you need probably some Elton John glasses as well.
Yeah, back before we, about 5 years ago, before we had RNAV approaches, we used to actually, to land two, we used to actually have to fly the ILS to 3-1 center, and then we'd have to circle the 2-2.
I really should be testing the ILS first, but oh well. This is still fun.
This is better. This is better Twitch.
Better Twitch, baby.
Because this is a nice scenic approach.
Other than I have a lack of ortho apparently at the moment. So I've got to pick a different destination if I'm going to go beyond this. Oh, that's kind of a cool camera view.
Big thing about Chicago, too, and for guys doing the predictions and landing ratings, Chicago's a place you do not want to touch down smoothly. You want to plan it, take the number 2 wire, to use a Navy term.
Do you guys hear that? First 100 feet of the runway. All right, so
Chicago's a place that I try to land within the first 500 feet. If I get a smooth landing, great. If I don't, I don't care.
okay, it looks like the bottom end of this is.
I'm going to say it again. A
waypoint
good
E.
landing, guys, in real life is 5 knots below VREF and your touchdown speed, and you're within the first 1,500 feet of the runway.
Yeah, our landing rate games are fun though. You got to give us. Don't deny us our fun, man. But in this guy's, what he's saying is a 450 vertical speed landing is good if it's in the first 1,500 feet. There you go. Jack has just predicted 450.
As long as you don't drop the mass. That's the other way we grade ours. If you hit hard enough for the auction mass drop, that's not a good landing.
That's not a good landing, yeah. I wonder how hard that would be. How many G's that would be? All right. I'm going to change my ND range. All right, I'm coming up to 3,000. I'm going to set up 1,500 at Yacht. What a great name of a waypoint, Yacht. You can guess where that
John,
waypoint
I think you noticed too, you do not take the, there's no off position for the landing gear in this, so you just have to leave it up.
Yeah, I see that. There is no up and off. It does it for you. Ooh, I'm going to set auto brake. We got a subscribe. We got a subscribe. Thank you, Ben90X, with the subscribe. Do appreciate
We
it.
got a subscribe.
Chicago, you're going to be probably 3 or max on your auto brakes.
We got a subscribe.
Okay, I'm going to go down at 800 feet per minute here, and then I'm going to engage the approach mode at Yacht. So it's a little bit of a, you come over the shoreline, and then you go to kill, and then you kind of angle in. That's kind of cool. But again, I don't have any ortho here for some reason. It's really
Yeah, this is
bizarre.
where I start dropping flaps, John, and I might even put my gear down at this point
Okay,
to help slow down.
gear coming down. Over the shoreline, what would your speed be, do you think? I'm at 180 right now.
That's 180 is a good speed. That's a really good speed.
Okay.
The nice thing with the max is you can be doing 170 and still go flaps 30 because your flap overspeeds are so much higher.
1,000 to go.
I'm a little bit low here.
But this is the approach we do about 90% of the time in the Chicago Midway.
That's pretty cool.
1,000 to go.
$143 at Yacht, all right. Wow. It's actually doing this really well. I shouldn't say that so loudly. It's a little bit off. All right. 131,
1,000
13.
feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Actually, I'm going to stay at flaps 30. All right, gear down 3 green. We've been cleared to land. Now, an RMP, an RMP approach, that's not going to do like any sort of auto land, huh?
No, these approaches actually when it's warm out tend to bring you too high. So out here, I'm actually if I get there, as soon as I get the runway side, I disengage the autopilot and just start hand flying it.
I'm disengaged now, and I'm going to plant it. Get your predictions in now, boys. First landing live with the Max on stream.
Oh, I didn't realize this was your first landing, John.
First ever in the Max, yeah. On stream anyway.
200.
Oh. Arm spoilers. Arm spoilers.
Spoilers armed.
100. 50.
Uh-oh.
40. 30. 20.
Just manually deploy them if you have to, John.
Yeah.
10.
They're critical, by the way, so you got to get those out fast. Plan it, man.
Oh, I did.
80 knots.
Do I exit left or right?
You'll exit left.
Thank you. I got applause. Is that a runway or a taxiway? I can't tell which one. Oh yeah, that's a run. That's a oh, that's a taxiway.
Yeah, you got 3 runways. You want to take it to the taxiways.
This is actually I'm gonna take it further. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I'm gonna take it further. Who won?
Take a moment to check your seat
It was
belt
3. Was it 301?
cell phones. When you open the overhead compartment, be careful, as items may have moved in flight. And thank you for choosing American Airlines.
I'll clean up after I exit the runway. Which is typical. People will exit with spoilers up and flaps down, and then they'll clean them up. Especially when it's a one-man operation. Who won that one?
If you get an FO, this would go a lot smoother.
You ready for that? You ready?
I was born ready.
Okay, I gotta get a proper midway scenery, for sure. Flaps 0.
Navigation lights already on.
Flaps 0.
Flaps going up all the way.
Spoilers down.
Spoilers down.
Alright, now we'll do some cleanup. That wasn't too bad of a landing.
And depending where your parking gate is, if you're in concourse, say, they usually send you back Kilo Echo Tango. And if you're on the B concourse, they usually just send you back Yankee. And they usually clear it across all 3 runways.
I need some proper midway scenery. I thought I had midway. Is there a payware midway? Is there a good freeware midway? Obviously I need a new one. But it doesn't matter because we're going back to Chicago.
John, if you fly at night all the time, it doesn't matter either.
That's true.
It's the budget flight simming.
No.
Fly at night in bad weather, you don't have to worry about the scenery.
Nope. Alright, I normally would get a fresh plane, but I'm going to go ahead and attempt to take off and go back to O'Hare, even though Southwest doesn't go to O'Hare. It's okay.